young mother finishes a late shift. She crosses a dark road toward a quiet train station. She does not know she is being watched. She does not know she is being followed. And within moments, her life will be taken in an act of violence so brutal, so senseless, that it will haunt a nation and leave a family broken. It is just after 11 o'clock at night when Rian White clocks off from work. She has spent the evening cleaning, serving food, and helping guests at the hotel where she is employed. Colleagues describe her as kind, hard-working, and always willing to help. A devoted mother, a loving daughter, a woman with her whole life ahead of her. Among the guests staying at that hotel is Deng Maji, an asylum seeker from Sudan. CCTV inside the building captures him watching Rian earlier that evening as she hands out snacks. His stare is long, fixed, unsettling. One witness later tells the court they felt uneasy. Another says they were so concerned they warned hotel security staff. They felt he might do something. They felt intimidated. But no one could imagine what was coming. When Rian's shift ends, she leaves the hotel alone and walks toward Bescot train station to head home. It is a route she has taken many times before. A simple journey. A routine walk. But on this night, she is not alone. Unbeknown to her, Maji is waiting outside in the hotel car park. CCTV shows him following her at a distance. He keeps pace. He gradually moves closer. Step by step, camera by camera. The prosecution later describes his clothing as distinctive, easy to identify, easy to track. Rian climbs the steps onto the train platform. Seconds later, the unthinkable happens. Maji launches a sudden and frenzied attack. He uses a screwdriver as a weapon. Rian tries to defend herself. She fights for her life. But she is overpowered. More than 20 stab wounds are inflicted. Passengers nearby hear screams. Panic spreads. Blood covers the platform. Rian collapses, gravely injured. Emergency services rush to the scene. Paramedics fight to save her. She is taken to hospital in critical condition. 3 days later, Rian White dies from a catastrophic brain stem injury. She is 27 years old. While Rian lies dying, her attacker walks away. CCTV shows Maji leaving the station. He throws Rian's mobile phone into a river. He goes to a shop and buys alcohol. He calmly returns to the hotel where he is staying. Later that night, police arrest him in his hotel room. What investigators uncover next will shock even seasoned detectives. Footage recovered by police shows Maji in the hotel car park as emergency lights flash in the distance. Instead of panic, instead of fear, he is seen laughing, dancing, moving to music. Prosecutors tell the jury he appeared excited by what he had done. Forensic scientists find Rian's blood on his jacket, trousers, shoes, and jewelry. DNA from beneath his fingernails matches Rian White. The evidence is overwhelming. Yet from the very beginning, Maji denies responsibility. He claims he did not commit the murder. He shows no remorse, no sorrow, no accountability. For Rian's family, the nightmare is only just beginning. Forever. As the case moves to court, the scale of the horror becomes even clearer. Jurors at Wolverhampton Crown Court are shown CCTV footage tracing Maji's movements from the hotel to the car park to the station and back again. Frame by frame, the prosecution lays out a chilling timeline. There is no mystery about who followed Rian. No doubt about who was present. No alternative explanation. Witnesses describe the uneasy atmosphere inside the hotel on the night of the murder. They talk about Maji's staring, his silence, his unsettling presence. One witness tells the court they were scared he might do something violent. Another says they warned staff because they felt intimidated by him. Those warnings will haunt them forever. The court hears how Rian did absolutely nothing to provoke the attack. She did not know Maji. She did not speak to him that night. She did not engage with him in any way. She was simply walking home. Detective Chief Inspector Paul Atwell from British Transport Police describes the killing as brutal, cowardly, and completely unprovoked. He says Rian was a vibrant, selfless young woman whose life was stolen in a senseless act of violence. Throughout the trial, Maji sits in the dock showing little emotion. At times, he appears bored, unmoved by the graphic evidence, unmoved by the pain on display in the courtroom. Even after being convicted, he continues to deny that he is responsible. His own defense counsel tells the court that Maji offers no mitigation, no acknowledgement, no regret, no remorse. Jurors deliberate for just over 2 hours before reaching a unanimous guilty verdict. Guilty of murder. For Rian's family, the verdict brings no relief, only confirmation of what they already knew. Outside court, Rian's sister Alex speaks through tears. She says they have seen no remorse from the man who killed her sister. No explanation, no apology, no humanity. She describes Rian as a loving mother, a devoted sister, an auntie, and a daughter, a woman who was taken in the most horrific way. The court also hears heartbreaking words from Rian's mother, Donna. She asks a simple question. Why? What possible reason could there be to take the life of such a kind person? She tells the court that Rian's name will not be forgotten, that her memory will live on, and that the man who killed her will fade into nothing. Perhaps the most devastating moment comes when Alex speaks about Rian's 6-year-old son, a little boy who will grow up without his mother, a little boy who now says he wants to become a brain surgeon, so that one day he might save people like his mum. The courtroom falls silent. Even hardened observers struggle to hold back tears. The judge listens carefully to everything that has been said. Then he turns his attention to the man in the dock. And what he reveals next will play a crucial role in determining how long Maji will spend behind bars. During sentencing, the court examines Maji's background in detail. He tells authorities he is 19 years old, but documents recovered from Europe suggest otherwise. Records from Germany list his year of birth as 1998. That would make him 26. This difference matters, because under UK law, younger offenders can sometimes receive shorter minimum terms. Maji refuses to cooperate with age assessments. He refuses to answer most questions. He also refuses bone density testing. The judge says this refusal speaks volumes. After reviewing the evidence, MR Justice Saul concludes that Maji is most likely 26 years old. That decision opens the door to a significantly longer sentence. The judge describes the killing as a frenzied and sustained attack. He tells Maji that Rian showed great courage as she tried to defend herself. He states that Maji brought a weapon to the scene. He states that Maji intended to kill. He tells the defendant that the evidence against him is overwhelming. And yet, he says, Maji still continues to deny being the assailant. Then the sentence is delivered. Life imprisonment, with a minimum term of 29 years. Only after serving the minimum can Maji even be considered for release. And even then, release is not guaranteed. With time already spent in custody taken into account, Maji will not be eligible for review for nearly 3 decades. For most of his natural life, he will remain behind bars. Outside court, emotions run high. Supporters of the family describe the case as one of the most disturbing they have ever encountered. Activists say the killing represents a wider failure to protect women. They say Rian was working in a hotel that housed asylum seekers. She was serving people, helping people, doing her job, and she paid with her life. They say this must never be allowed to happen again. For Rian's family, however, no sentence will ever be enough. 29 years will not bring her back. Life imprisonment will not give her son his mother. Nothing will undo what happened on that dark train platform. All they can do now is keep her name alive. Rian White, a young mother, a daughter, a sister, a woman who went to work, a woman who walked to the train station, a woman who never came home. Her life was stolen in a moment of extreme violence. Her memory will endure, and the man who murdered her will spend the rest of his life known for one thing: the brutal killing of Rian White.